Welcome to this unit on tourism operations and operational challenges. In this short lesson, we will explore what tourism operations are, why they matter, and how different types of challenges affect the way tourism businesses function. Tourism is one of the most dynamic industries in the world, but it is also one of the most complex to manage. Tourism businesses must deal with multiple stakeholders, high customer expectations, and increasing environmental and social pressures. At the same time, there is a growing need to operate in a more sustainable and efficient way. This is why understanding operations is essential, because they are at the core of how tourism actually works. Tourism operations include all the activities that ensure services are delivered smoothly and efficiently. This includes managing staff, delivering services such as accommodation or tours, coordinating with partners, and interacting with customers. It also involves managing resources like energy, water, and materials. In simple terms, operations are about how tourism services are organized and delivered in practice. Every step of a tourist's journey, from booking, to arrival, to the actual experience, and even after departure, is influenced by how well operations are organized. When operations are well managed, everything feels smooth and effortless. Services are delivered on time, staff are prepared and responsive, and the overall experience feels enjoyable and well coordinated. On the other hand, when operations are not well managed, even small issues can quickly affect the experience. Delays, miscommunication, long waiting times, or lack of coordination can lead to frustration and negative impressions. In today's digital world, these experiences are often shared online, which means that operational issues can also impact a business's reputation. This is why strong operational management is essential, because behind every positive tourism experience, there is careful planning, coordination, and execution happening in the background. Operations play a central role in determining the quality of tourism services. They influence how consistent and reliable a service is, how smoothly processes run, and how well staff are able to perform their roles. For example, clear procedures, good communication, and proper planning help ensure that services are delivered in a consistent and professional way. On the other hand, weak operations can lead to mistakes, delays, or inconsistent service, which directly affects customer satisfaction. Even small operational issues, such as slow check-in, poor coordination between departments, or unclear information, can impact how visitors perceive their overall experience. This is why effective operations management is essential. It creates the foundation for delivering high-quality, reliable, and memorable tourism services. Tourism operations are closely connected to sustainability, because many daily decisions have environmental and social impacts. For example, the way a business manages energy, water, and materials directly affects its resource consumption and environmental footprint. Operational practices also influence how waste is generated and handled, as well as how businesses interact with local communities. Simple decisions, such as how often linens are changed, how food is sourced, or how transport is organized, can make a significant difference. By improving operations, tourism businesses can reduce their negative impacts and contribute to more sustainable and responsible tourism. This means that sustainability is not only a strategic goal, but also something that is implemented through everyday operational choices. Efficient and well-managed operations are a key driver of competitiveness in tourism. When operations are optimized, businesses can reduce costs, use resources more efficiently, and improve overall performance. At the same time, strong operations contribute to better customer experiences, which leads to positive reviews, repeat visits, and stronger reputation. Today, many travelers are also more aware of sustainability and prefer businesses that demonstrate responsible practices. This creates an opportunity. Businesses that integrate sustainability into their operations can differentiate themselves in the market. In this way, sustainability and operational efficiency are not just responsibilities, they are also powerful tools for building long-term competitive advantage. Despite their importance, tourism operations are often difficult to manage. This is because the tourism sector is highly complex and involves many different actors, including businesses, suppliers, local authorities, and communities. In addition, tourism demand is often seasonal, which creates periods of high pressure followed by lower activity. Operations are also affected by external factors, such as climate change, economic conditions, regulations, and global trends. All of these elements make planning and coordination more challenging. As a result, tourism businesses must constantly adapt and respond to a wide range of operational challenges. These operational challenges can be grouped into several key categories, which help us better understand and manage them. Management challenges relate to staffing, planning, coordination, and maintaining service quality. Environmental challenges focus on reducing impacts on natural resources and complying with sustainability requirements. Waste management challenges involve reducing waste generation and improving how waste is handled. Energy and water challenges are linked to efficient resource use and reducing consumption. There are also broader, cross-cutting challenges, such as digitalization, mobility, and relationships with local communities. Understanding these categories helps tourism professionals identify where improvements are needed and take more targeted action. Management challenges in tourism largely stem from the need to balance operational efficiency with changing demand and growing expectations. Tourism businesses often face strong seasonal variations, which make staffing and planning more complex. During peak periods, there may be staff shortages, while in low seasons resources may be underused. In addition, tourism involves many different actors, such as suppliers, partners, and local authorities, which requires strong coordination. Maintaining consistent service quality across all these elements can be challenging, especially when demand is high. At the same time, businesses must be prepared to respond to unexpected situations, such as extreme weather events or disruptions. These factors make management one of the most critical areas in tourism operations. Environmental challenges in tourism arise from the need to protect natural resources while accommodating increasing numbers of visitors. In many destinations, tourism can place pressure on ecosystems, leading to issues such as overcrowding, pollution, and biodiversity loss. This is particularly visible in sensitive areas such as coastal zones, protected sites, or cultural heritage locations. At the same time, tourism businesses must comply with growing environmental regulations and sustainability standards. However, many organizations still lack the tools and systems needed to properly monitor and manage their environmental impact. Addressing these challenges is essential to ensure that tourism remains viable in the long term. Waste management is a major operational challenge in tourism, driven by high consumption patterns and visitor behavior. Tourism activities often generate large amounts of waste, including food waste, packaging, and single-use plastics. These challenges become even more visible during peak seasons, when waste volumes increase significantly and can exceed local capacity. In many destinations, recycling and waste management infrastructure is still limited, making it difficult to handle waste efficiently. In addition, both staff and visitors may not always be aware of how to reduce or properly manage waste. Improving waste management is therefore a key step towards more sustainable tourism operations. Energy and water management are critical challenges for tourism operations, especially due to high levels of consumption. Hotels, restaurants, and attractions require energy for heating, cooling, lighting, and daily operations. At the same time, water use can be particularly high, especially in destinations where tourism peaks during dry seasons. In many cases, infrastructure is outdated or inefficient, leading to unnecessary resource use and higher costs. Another challenge is the lack of monitoring systems, which makes it difficult to track and optimize consumption. Addressing these issues can significantly improve both environmental performance and operational efficiency. In addition to the main operational areas, tourism businesses also face several cross-cutting challenges. Digitalization is one of them, as many organizations still rely on outdated systems and lack access to data for better decision-making. Mobility is another issue, as transport options are not always sustainable or well integrated. Tourism can also create pressure on local communities, leading to concerns about overcrowding or quality of life. At the same time, businesses need to ensure that their services are accessible and inclusive for all types of visitors. Finally, communicating sustainability in a credible way is becoming increasingly important, as misleading claims can damage trust and reputation. Understanding these operational challenges is an important first step, but it is only the beginning. Once we recognize where the challenges lie, we can start exploring solutions and identifying opportunities for improvement. In the following sections, we will look more closely at each category of challenges and examine how tourism businesses can respond in a more efficient, sustainable, and strategic way. This will help build a clearer understanding of how to improve operations and create better outcomes for both businesses and destinations.